A strong premiere will not save seasonal rot. The Simpsons
No.
sometimes makes a banger episode. Family Guy still sometimes makes a banger episode. Just because Rick and Morty did this one good episode doesn't mean I'm gonna like it. Today we are going to be doing a discussion. Today's discussion is on Rick and Morty. So, Rick and Morty recently came back. It just started airing new episodes of its new season on Adult Swim. And I feel like this is a good time to talk about Rick and Morty. Now, I could really shit on Rick and Morty, make this like a 15-minute video, but I feel like you've seen multiple hour-long essays about how Pickle Rick killed the show and how it's terrible. So I'm just going to give you my experience with the show, and you'll just understand fully how I feel about it. So, Season 1 and 2, loved them. Probably some of the best shit on television ever. Season 3 onward, I felt a slow decline, and it wasn't to the point where I hated it, but it slowly became the point to where I hated it. The episode where I fully feel like I gave up on Rick and Morty was the Infinity Train one. I know it's not called that. I don't care what it's called. It's Infinity Train. That episode showed so much content for the audience, so much content for the fandom, and that whole season's main thing was, why do you care about the show, and why do you care about the characters? And the way that I see it is, it's okay for Rick to be cynical and nihilist, but when the show itself is being Rick, that's when I feel like I'm insulted. I feel like the show's wasting my time, and I feel like I shouldn't care about the show. So, when the later seasons would try to backpedal a little bit and bring in some more fun and zany stuff, but still sometimes get cynical, it just really felt like I was hate watching something. And it felt like there's still a little bit of the Rick and Morty I loved in it, but for the most part, Rick and Morty is dead, and it's been dead for a couple years now.
Yeah, honestly. Because I started watching it a couple years after it had already came out, and I felt like I was missing out, because after I watched it, I was like, oh, this is so good. I see why people were talking about it all those years ago. Like, the season 1's really good, and then I watched season 2, I was like, fuck yeah, I like this. I can't wait for season 3. And season 3 took forever to come out, and did not like season 3, like, at all. I don't think I even watched all the episodes. I watched most of them. I think the last one I saw was 80 Seas of Beth, and then I just dropped it. Season 3 sucked, and it made me not want to go back to it, especially since they have such long hiatuses before the next seasons tend to come out.
See, here's the thing. The new season premiere is really good, but I remember for season 3, the premiere was really good. I remember for season 4, the premiere being pretty good. Season 5, the premiere being pretty good. But the thing is, a strong premiere will not save seasonal rot. The Simpsons sometimes makes a banger episode. Family Guy still sometimes makes a banger episode. Just because Rick and Morty did this one good episode doesn't mean I'm gonna like it. Like, last season, there was the really good episode with the Bata Acid. That was fucking hilarious. There was the Planetina episode, which was really good. But then we also had Dragon Incest, fucking Space Incest Baby. Like, we had a bunch of gross, not funny, degenerate shit. And stuff like that weighs down the show. Like, the show could be good. It could be funny. But it always feels like, at some point, it jumps the shark. And it jumps the shark in the cringiest way possible.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like they have contempt for their own audience. It's really weird, because why the audience really likes your show. They really want to see more from you. Why would you, like, attack your audience, basically? Why would you be like, oh, you like this shit? Look at how dumb this is. Oh, nothing fucking matters. You guys are dumb.
The thing that I don't get is last season and the season before, they made it very clear that they were done with Evil Morty, that they didn't want to focus on Evil Morty, that Evil Morty isn't worth paying attention to, that the plot line is boring, and that even the twist got ruined because Rick just fucking straight up called him Evil Morty. Like, they made a big deal about how it was bad and how they shouldn't do it, and then they immediately confirm Rick's backstory. They immediately confirm that the evil Rick that Rick's going after, the first Rick, has deep connections to Morty, and then also is still out there and wants to get revenge on Rick or get Rick or whatever. Like, you made an evil Morty again. You literally started the season premiere with an evil Morty, so it's almost like you need a fucking mystery box. You need a mystery box. You need people to question stuff. You need people to make fan fictions and theory videos. But you also hate it. It's like, it's part of the beast, but I don't like the beast. And that's what makes me hate Rick and Morty. It hates capitalism, but it's capitalistic. It hates being zany and wacky, but it's zany and wacky. It wants to be serious, but it can't be serious. Rick and Morty is an oxymoron of a show. And it is in a self-contradictory cycle that will always be both loving its audience and hating its audience, loving its premise and hating its premise. It's just a giant mess. It's like a drunk alcoholic just shitting all over the floor. And I can never get a read on Rick and Morty, because at least with Family Guy, it's like, it suffered from seasonal rot after it came back. Family Guy sucks now. When it comes to The Simpsons, it had years of seasonal rot, and it sucks now. But with Rick and Morty, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. I honestly don't know how to describe its degree of suckage. Like, it sucks in a new and interesting way every season when it comes back. It's more comparable to Steven Universe's issues than anything.
Yeah, honestly, because even in Steven Universe, I didn't like it, and a lot of the episodes suck, but they still have a couple that were good sprinkled in, but it's just, for the most part, there's no real reason to watch either.
When it does the serialized plot, it fucking sucks. When it goes off into its own little fun thing where the plot doesn't matter and characters are just allowed to go on fun adventures, then it's fun. But it tends to end up resenting the other thing and fucking making both parts worse. Because with Steven Universe, it started resenting that people didn't care for the big narrative. So then it started putting in the filler everywhere, and the filler got 1,000 times more boring. We got filler about Mayor Dewey. We got filler about fucking the Pizza Twins. Like, we got filler about Onion, Watermelon Steven. Like, I know this is going somewhere. This is going somewhere. This is a Rick and Morty video. But the point of it is that it feels like we're getting that way with Rick and Morty. It feels like that we could have an interesting episode. Oh, but here's Beth and their fucking family issues, because now there's two Beths. That's what we needed. Two Beths. Beth was a good character to begin with. And you know what? I hate to say it. Like, in season 1 and 2, Jerry was my least favorite character. But at this point, I welcome the sweet release of Jerry episodes. Because at least Jerry episodes are funny. Like, at this point, Jerry is the highlight of the season, because that cat episode he had was genuinely funny. I liked the talking cat episode. Like,
I didn't see that episode.
It was funny. It was genuinely funny, because at the end they didn't reveal what the cat did. Like, fucking Rick read his mind, saw what the cat did, vomited, and told it to get the fuck out of there. That was genuinely funny. The fact that we never found out what the cat did that made it wanted or on the run made the joke perfect. And the fact that it was just a talking cat getting Jerry to do stupid shit made it funny. I want shit like that. I want shit like Planetina. I want shit like the fucking Acid Bat episode. Like, I want funny, non-steak episodes. Like, I don't care about Rick being the baddest guy in the galaxy fighting against the intergalactic police or the fucking Avengers. Fuck that. I don't care about any of the multiverse shit. Just have them go on fun, zany adventures and give me something to laugh at. That's all I want.
honestly, that's why I really liked season 1. A lot of them were just silly, zany episodes that were just one-off things. And I do really like their serialized episodes, but I think it would be better for them to wrap up any plotline they have now, especially since they hate doing them. They clearly show that they hate doing them. Get them wrapped up nicely, and then just go back to being a silly, zany show. Just be episodic. Because I
The,
do like the mysteries. I like some of the plots they like to set up for them. But they clearly don't like to finish them. They don't like to continue them. So why even bother? Because you're just going to disappoint your fan base. And then
the
get
problem,
annoyed when your fan base is disappointed.
the problem is, though, is that they're too far in. They already have Incest Baby. They already have Phoenix Person. They already have fucking, Bird Person's daughter. Phoenix Person's already back to Bird Person, but still, they have Bird Person's daughter. They have fucking all this plotline stuff. They have all this fucking stuff that they need to wrap up, and then they reintroduce that other Rick when you could have just assumed he died before. They have so many different plot lines that they have to wrap up. Like, it wants to go back to being a fun and adventurous show, but it literally can't. Like, ever since Beth and Jerry's divorce, the show has changed. And honestly, I think it's for the worse. And it's whenever they go back to just being a fun adventure where, like, anything can happen, that's when I'm having fun. Like, go to an amusement park where people are immortal. Go get your toxic self cleansed from your body. Go do wacky shit like that. I'm all for wacky sci-fi adventures. I don't care about existential trife.
No.
Rick and Morty, it's going to be going on for like the next few months. Go watch it if you want to. Probably not going to make another video till it's done premiering this season because I don't really like the show that much and haven't liked it for a while.